Utah businesses have been dealing with a number of challenges because of COVID-19. World Trade Center Utah has been a part of those helping businesses get the resources they need. David Carlback from the World Trade Center Utah joins us to share what they're doing. David, good morning.
Good morning, Brian. Nice to be with you.
It is nice to be with you. How bad are some of these Utah businesses struggling?
Well, as you know, nationwide and in Utah, COVID-19 has had a tremendous impact on businesses. But the state, as in the past, seems to be doing a bit better than the rest of the country. And the recent PPP program, the Paycheck Protection Program that I wanted to speak about, has really made a huge difference nationally and especially in the state of Utah, helping keep people employed and the unemployment rate low.
So how is the Payment Protection Program helping them?
Well, the Paycheck Protection Program is offered by the Small Business Administration through local banks, and it provides loans for up to 2 months of payroll, rent, and utility costs. But the beauty about the program is that if the loan money is used as intended, the federal government will forgive the loan. And so it's a wonderful program, and it's very broad. It applies to small businesses, but especially it applies to, or unusually I should.
Looks like we have a technical.
Don't have employees, they can.
So Dave, we had a bit of a technical glitch right there just on your Zoom freezing up for just a moment. You mentioned that there's a lot of money being sent to help out some of those businesses. Do you have any idea how much money has gone out to help some of those Utah companies?
Businesses have received money, and they've received over $5 billion, much of that to be forgiven. And at this point, we estimate roughly half of the employees in the state are having their payroll paid by PPP program funds.
Now, I also know there's a lot of companies who are not taking advantage.
Yeah, there still are some out there, and while it's been a very good program, we'd like to do better. We think some of the smaller sole proprietors and independent contractors may not realize that they can also receive loans. Even if they don't have employees, they can receive loans and then grants effectively for their own pay. And so we're trying to get the word out, and the program has been extended until August 8th. And so if there are small businesses who have not applied yet, including sole proprietors and independent contractors, we encourage you to look into it and apply.
So how do they do that there, David?
Well, they can work with their own bank or find a new bank that is offering these loans. And if they need help, that's where we come in. We're working with the state's Economic Recovery Task Force and have provided a rapid response team to give them specific information. They can submit a request for help at coronavirus.utah.gov/business. There's a big sign on there, submit help request, and they can indicate what they would like and how we can get a hold of them. And we have staff available to call them back and help them walk through the process.
David, can you give us that website one more time?
Absolutely. It's coronavirus.utah.gov/business. And there's a big button on that page, submit help request.
Talking this morning with David Carlback from the World Trade Center Utah, talking about how they're helping Utah businesses who need help recovering from our pandemic connect with the resources that they need. David, thanks for the good work you're doing, and thanks for joining us here this morning.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much, Brian. Bye-bye.